Well, it appears that some people were waiting for me. I had to wait a minute. I had to do my standard morning routine, my practice, my meditation in the morning of collecting something to drink. So this morning I have a little bit of coffee. It's from yesterday. I don't really drink a lot of coffee. A little bit of vino, a little bit of cranberry juice, a little bit of lemonade, and a little bit of beer. Because I had a beer that I didn't finish from 4 in the morning or something. That is my morning selection of consumables. Let's talk about voting, Huxley, fraud. Should I wait for people to show up for this? Should I just do it right now? I think I'll wait a few moments. So anybody here from the future that's listening, just fast forward a little bit, and I'll get right to the meat and potatoes of the thing. Some things that really need to be understood, overstood, understood. Yeah, okay. Just very simple concepts about voting in general that people should consider. You should consider. Well, Grand Rising, good morning. It is, for me, I think, what are we looking at, like 8 something? I don't know, so I've been up for a little bit. Oh, it's 9, that's right, I said it for 9:06. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock, so I've been up for a little bit. Slept decent for a little bit, then woke up, as per usual, at an odd hour, with something just rattling around in my brain that somebody wanted me to speak about, so I made a video. I woke up again, a few hours later after napping. Naps are nice. I feel like a babe. Children, they wake up and they just want to eat and then go take a nap again. But they're up for a while and then it's nap in the afternoon and afternoon. It's like odd hours of sleeping. I don't know. I've always considered the different sleep cycles anyways. But I don't think people are just supposed to take one awake and then one sleep. That's the day. You divide it up in 3, so you get your 8 hours. 8 hours of work, 8 hours of 8 hours of sleeping, 8 hours of working, and 8 hours of the rest of the day. I don't think it's that way. Anyways, let's talk about fraud, voting in general. First of all, a non-vote is a vote. Let's talk about the word compliance and complacency. This is a big hoorah to get out and vote. Before we get to that and how ridiculous it is, because you think it's an election? No, it's a selection. You think this wasn't already... People's voting is just to see if the propaganda that they spewed worked. That's all they're doing. They're just testing the results. They're just seeing, did all of our propaganda that we put out, because they already have a notion of how many people will vote. I mean, it doesn't really matter who votes. They've already selected who's going in. Your vote does not matter in any way whatsoever. Go vote if you must. I mean, I don't really care what you do. But you're being complicit to whatever those people do. What those people have been doing it's all fraudulent to begin with. I'm going to get into how this is and why. The whole system is a fraud. The whole thing. So how would you like to be complicit? Complicit. See, complacency says, don't be complacent, go out and vote. Don't be complacent. If I don't vote, it doesn't mean I'm being complacent. I'm saying I don't agree with, and I don't like the selections. I don't want any of them. If I go to a grocery store, you can't tell me I have to buy some of the shitty products. You can't tell me that. And so you're literally in a grocery store and there's 2 products to buy, and they're both in my eyes. So I say no. So that is not being complacent. People that vote are being compliant to anything that they do, that you sign off on any behavior that the president and his cabinet and everything. You can sign off on, you consent to that. That's consent. So those are the three C words we'll play with today. Consent, compliance, and complacency. If I don't vote, it means I have no faith, no, I don't want anything to do that. That's a no for me. That's a no. I'm take the third choice, which is a non-vote. A non-vote is a vote. My vote is to not vote, right? If I were to choose that, and I'm gonna take anything but that. I'll vote for me. By voting for me, I just go, this is, I don't have to play the game of vote for this or this, because I will not be complicit with whatever their actions are. Could you imagine having been complicit with the actions of all the other presidents if you really believed in whatever the news media stories are? If you voted for Barack Obama, didn't he bomb a bunch of African countries? Didn't he do a bunch of crazy wild shit? Didn't Bush before him, and whoever was before him, was Reagan, and before him, Carter? You're complicit with that? I mean, I'm saying you're complicit with that if you voted for that. So you signed on and said, yeah, I'm good with this. Well, I'm not, and I wouldn't be. The idea that voting is, people come out and vote. The whole thing is a scam to begin with. The whole system is fraudulent to begin with. So Trump came out the other day and said he wouldn't accept the election results either way if there was found to be voter fraud, whether he wins or loses. He said he wouldn't accept the results. I'm starting to see the game here, which I think, there is a possibility that Trump really is that dude. Like, and he's on the good side of sovereignty for the Americas, or for America, and just general, world to observe and look at. Like, well, that's actually, he's trying to do the thing to take the control of the United States back from whoever had their filthy hands in it. Or he could be part of the filthy hands. Who knows? Some people are really like, yeah, it's Trump is that dude. I hope so. I really hope he is. And if he is, cool. And then good for the corporation. It's a corporation. United States corporation. It's not. You're voting within a corporation. It's a corporate entity. You're not voting for the people. You're not voting for the land. I mean, he could turn it into a system that does respect people. He does care about people. He could. That's a possibility. Corporations can do that. They're just classically, in corporatocracies, that isn't it can't be done. It isn't done because corporations are for profit. What do you think the United States of America corporation is filed and classified as? What kind of type of corporation? It's not a not-profit. It's not a not-for-profit. There's a reason there's budgets and deficits and also other books. Even within the states, or even every state is incorporated. I mean, it's incorporated underneath an umbrella corporation of the United States of America. Corporation. Not the people, not the land. The slaves and employees. The citizens are slaves or employees of the dictate of the chief executive officer, which is, in this case, right now, Donald Trump, which can be good for corporate environments and for people in general. It could be, however, under all ways, that if there is an outside source of financing, meaning the Federal Reserve printing up paper causing income tax, inflation, and interest, there's always going to be a deficit for the people, and never will there be freedom, sovereignty, or the ability to recognize the world for what it is, abundant. Everything will always be in deficit to people. They'll always see deficit, without realizing the world already offered abundance. And that can only be seen in the corporate environment if it's a not-for-profit or a non-profit. Just the way it works. So within the idea of voting, it is always going to be fraudulent. Just the nature of the business, the nature of the model of business is for some chicanery, some tomfoolery to take place. It can't not happen. And even to begin with, just by installing an idea, here, vote for this, you're voting for You've been hoodwinked to begin with. People believe they're voting for something they're not. They believe their taxes are doing something they're not. This is the dilemma. It's the wild dilemma. so so if you go out and vote, you're actually again being complicit to anything that they do that is good or bad or evil that you call in the world. And there is no president that has done anything that I can see in the past that would incite good feelings in my heart. And I could surely, how many ways, how many lists could I make of all of the terrors of the what the governments have done all across the world. I'm not just pointing at the American establishment. All of them, along with the media too, the terror and the whole thing, the wars, the atrocities against mankind, the poisoning of our waters, the disgusting filth. Like these people like Bill motherfucking Gates. I'm gonna go poison people. I'm gonna stick them in their arms and treat them like rats, like test subjects. It's fucking disgusting. You sign that dot, you're complicit to who's he funding? Who's he getting funded by? Where's all this money coming from? It's all part of the same process. It's part of the same government institution that is pushing for that to happen. He's in cahoots, is he not? How could he be doing the thing? He's part of a corporation, so therefore you can see the corporatocracy at work here. So if you vote for that, that's what you're voting for. If you vote for anything. Unless, of course, you have someone like, if Trump is that dude who says, nah, we ain't gonna have that. Nope. Let's speak it how it is. These things are no good. Get those out of here. This is our own financial system. Here's how we trade. Freedom amongst, border is easy. Here you go. I don't know. He said he was gonna build a wall. He didn't build a wall, did he? He was just speaking to some people to get a vote. Yeah, I don't see how you don't see the extra special game here. This is so far beyond, but it is very simple if you accept what it is as a corporatocracy. If you accept what it is as the whole thing is fraudulent to begin with. The idea of go vote or die, bro. Vote or die. How about if you vote, you die? Because everything's inverted in this world. You know this. So if the campaign was always vote or die, you know this, right? Remember back in the day with all the MTV, vote or die, dude. Get out and vote, or else if you don't vote, you don't have a say. If you vote, you don't have a say. Go with your one common stock. There's different types of stock. If you go and buy into a business, you can own common stock, yeah, and you got your one ticket. That's your vote. Go into the see if you can go into the corporate boardroom. No, you can't. They won't let you in the corporate boardroom. You don't have enough stock, and it's not even the right kind. You have to buy a different kind of stock. You're gonna go cast a vote, one ballot. They don't care. They do anything. They'll burn them. They already have put out all of the propaganda to steer everybody in the direction that they know they will. They have. You think they don't already have computer algorithms and systems in place to already know how people will act, respond to a 99.9% accuracy rate? You don't think that's already in place? Why do you think certain businesses they stock shelves in certain ways? That certain products are on sale at certain times. They're data mining all the time. What do you think Facebook does? What do you think the computer systems do? What do you think you go to CVS and ask for you want your rewards card? They give you a few cents off of something to know what your buying habits are. Then the next time they okay, well, they're in the store this many times. Okay, and here we'll put this product on sale. You're like, oh, this is exactly what I came in here for. Or it's something you don't always buy, but to put that on sale. So then you walk into a different aisle. You don't think this is like do you understand this? You walk into a different aisle and walk past a few things that you might. Oh, this is. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is. You think they're not studying this? They're just going. We're gonna sell products and put it in the store. To put it in there, don't go buy stuff. No, it's a lot more sophisticated. So you think at that level of sophistication, then the next level of sophistication, what they're doing with the elections and it's most people are going, whoa, for real? Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. But this whole thing of Trump won't accept whether he wins or loses. Now, as I've plainly stated, he's either 100% complete part and parcel of the cabal or the global or realm network. I don't want to say global because that would imply that I believe we're on a ball spinning through outer space, hurling through behind a sun in a heliocentric model, which I don't believe whatsoever. Whatever. That's neither here nor there. It doesn't really have an implication where I believe we live. But we do all sort of have this community of earthlings, beings. Maybe we're not all from here. Maybe some of us are not from Earth. Some might be hybrid robots, some might be from other realms. I don't know. Why would you think otherwise? People, I've been telling you that aliens, or is that just to propagate some sort of, get something in your mind? We're the only things in the universe. I don't know, whatever you think. Whatever floats your boat. The point is, we're all here, and it'd be nice if things worked, I don't know, in the favor of the grand population. It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. What's for one is for all, and all for one kind of thing. Yeah, why then if that's the case, then why do we have such a small amount of people that are the due rewards, the creme de la creme, the fruits, the spoils of victory? Why is there so few? Why, and when there's enough for everyone? Beyond that, we vote and we're complicit with that it would be that way. It's shocking to me that I have to see people in the streets not able to find a meal, to have to beg people for change. It incenses me. And if it makes you go, oh, you didn't work hard, and if you can get it, even okay, now you see what the job market's like. Where you got a job at? Huh? You can't go get hired somewhere? They're not hiring you? Oh, because there's not many jobs available because they closed all the businesses down. Oh shit. Oh, now you're getting real close to houselessness. Is that making you feel kind of like a little different about the way maybe the system at large, and maybe like when you looked at people like, oh, if you could pull yourself up by your bootstraps, go get a job, you drug addict, and maybe realize that there's something terribly uncouth about the system itself, because within the system, it is by proxy that everything else that you see is part of it. So it is the implication that the system itself makes sure there's houseless people. George Carlin said it simply, that the lower class are just there to keep the middle class scared shitless to not be lower class or homeless. You know what I mean? So they'll continue to go to their job and get to work and do their fucking. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be, because you know better, right? That's what they're there for. So I think I've covered everything that needs to be covered. I digress. It only took 18 minutes, not less than that, because the first 3 minutes I wasn't saying shit. Well, welcome. I don't know who's here. What's up, the Genie Abaddon's up here? What's up, man? What's up, Kenito? What's up, Dave? I hate that sometimes coffee just doesn't stay warm long enough. I don't like warm coffee. I like cold coffee or pretty hot coffee. Warm just does not warm my cockles. My cockles? Well, do I sound impassioned when I say these things about what I do? Or is it am I just meandering along, just speaking words? You think I mean it? Or you think I'm just saying it because it's fucking fun to say, because I like using language? Could be either. Who cares? Shouldn't matter. If anything could speak to people. You could read the back of a shampoo bottle and it says something about the beautiful breeze and summer winds have come down the lilac, and you'd be like, ah. And it's on the back of a shampoo bottle, but you put yourself there, and it had meaning to you, and it was a beautiful poem. Could mean something to you. Just some marketing person that probably should be using their talents for something other than sell shitty ass shampoo that is destroying your heritage and destroying the oils in your hair, and we won't get into all the chemicals that they're putting inside of your skull by using that. But hey, you know, we all take poisons in every day. As long as we know that they're poisonous, we can transmute them into something else. Well, hello. How are you? I hope your day is going perfect. Whatever perfect looks like. Did you miss? Dave, did you miss a Zen lesson? I think you missed a huge lesson. Enough so that what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this video off, allow you 20 minutes to feel it. Go listen. And I'll start a show in about 20 minutes after I scrub my nuts, heat up my coffee, read my morning paperwork that I've got hand delivered special to me from the Most High. And then I'll be back in like 20 minutes. So everybody enjoy, and I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes.